Warning: this guide may contain Trump content, and is not suitable for Democrats and Republicans alike. Viewer discretion is always advised. The Sheridan missile is a Tier 10 American version of making fake tanks on the desert. The tank was free to earn if the player has the tech-free tank remained on their garage or by playing enough matches in the game. This is Wargaming's attempt to bring back the players into the game. Back to the tank. Like its tech-free counterpart, it has spaced armor all around the hull, which means that it can reduce the damage caused by an HE shell or troll enemy shots. It has good mobility, but has lackluster top speed of 65 km per hour, slower than any other light tanks of its tier, and makes the Leopard 1 a better tank. Unlike the tank from my Unicum guide on my defunct second channel, this can only be used in certain modes. This is because the community forced Wargaming to remove the missiles in the game like it's the anti-Vietnam War protests. I'm not taking sides here, just so you know. Back to the tank. It is basically the pre-patch Sheridan with its infamous MGN-51 Shillelagh anti-tank guided missile, which was nerfed to reduce the range of the missile. Is it the range of the missile or the consumption of its Gatorade fuel? Here's how to redo Desert Storm, but only won by Americans. You get calibrated shells, improved modules, and camouflage net for the first tier. Then get enhanced gun laying drive, improved assembly, and engine accelerator for the second tier. And then, get refined gun, and whatever you want to use. For the provisions, you get a case of your beloved cola, a bottle of cola, and improved Gatorade fuel. For consumables, you get not a speed limiter remover device, repair kit, and the multi-purpose restoration pack. You load some Gatorade-fueled Shillelagh point-and-guide missiles, and a choice of either fake news APCR shell, that is the M409A1, or the in the mood shells, that is the XM617, depending on your preference. After that, get whatever you want to make your country great again. To play this tank, like its tech-free counterpart, you should use the speed and mobility to get to a position to spot for your team and get assist damage. Despite the lackluster mobility, this tank has very high election to presidency ratio, which means that you must use your driving skills to spot enemy tanks and not get shot, because your armor is fake. But there will be certain times when your armor trolls enemy shots, and they were confused or raged for no reason. But still, the armor is weak, which means you can't take shots, especially from the glory of Besh rounds from Britain and its former colonies. The 152mm gun launcher with an ahistorical designation is the trump card of this tank. The infamous missiles fly slow but can be guided like how your president guides your country. The fake news APCR shell has a high rate of bouncing enemy armor like the high rate of protests against the war, but can deal significant damage to most tanks like the fortunate son you are. The HE shell has very high damage but has weak penetration like voting a former billionaire for presidency. You use this shell to deal damage to enemy tanks and their modules like during Desert Storm. To increase trolling skills for your crew and make the tank great again, you train precision fire when driving a light tank, smooth turret reverse when driving a medium tank, repairs when driving a heavy tank, and camouflage when driving a TD. After that, go play some good old American soundtrack, and do whatever you want that brings you back to the good days. This is the correct way to troll people with your fake news armor, and bring back the old glory of America. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the video on the screen for my previous video about the glory of the Su-122-54, or subscribe to my second channel to continue making Unicum guides there. I'll make more videos for you all. Bye for now.